You think rage makes you stronger in a fight. It doesn't. It makes you sloppy, predictable, and easy to beat. And that's why smart fighters stay cold and calculated. Watch any street fight. Who loses? The guy swinging wildly, burning energy, missing shots, leaving himself open. And the worst part? He doesn't even realize it until he's already on the ground. If you fight angry, you're giving your opponent an advantage. And here's why rage is your biggest weakness in a fight. So keep watching. Number 1, tunnel vision. Anger makes you see red, but it also makes you blind. The moment you lose awareness, you're vulnerable. And in a street fight, that could be the mistake that ends badly for you. Ever seen a guy in a fight so locked into one person that he doesn't notice the second attacker coming? That's tunnel vision. And it's one of the biggest reasons people lose street fights. When you allow anger to take over in a confrontation, your focus narrows, causing you to miss important cues and signals in the environment. Your threat assessment becomes limited, leaving you vulnerable. Emotional control plays a vital role in self-defense. Having emotional control not only enhances your fighting ability, but also improves your awareness of your surroundings. Good fighters see the whole picture. They don't let emotions cloud their awareness. But rage is like wearing blinkers in a war zone. Number 2, lack of control. When people get angry, they throw technique out the window. They swing wildly, overcommit, and leave themselves wide open. That's why street fights often end with one guy on the ground. He wasn't outclassed. He just made himself an easy target. Anger can make it difficult to control your actions and movements effectively. It may lead to excessive aggression, resulting in wild and uncoordinated attacks that can be easily countered by a skilled opponent. Think of that guy that's swinging for the hills. You pull back and you counterpunch him. Rather than focusing solely on physical techniques, the key element of self-defense is maintaining emotional control. If you can't control your emotions, you won't be able to control your actions, making it difficult to defend yourself effectively. Number 3, impaired judgment. Anger overrides logic. In a real fight, bad decisions lead to bad outcomes. You charge in without thinking. You throw punches that leave you exposed. You take unnecessary risks, and these risks get exploited. When you're consumed by anger, your ability to think clearly and make rational decisions can be compromised. This can lead to impulsive actions or reckless behavior, which can be detrimental in a street fight. When developing your fighting skills, it's essential to work on maintaining emotional control and avoiding reactive anger. Emotional control empowers you to make better decisions and helps you stay out of potential dangerous situations. It allows you to think rationally and act strategically when defending yourself. Now, if you want to find out more about these blind spots, why don't you click the link below? I have a free personal safety audit that turns you from predator to beast. But more importantly, it will tell you something about yourself. Number 4, fatigue and loss of technique. Rage feels powerful until it burns you out. Adrenaline makes you feel invincible for about 30 seconds. Then reality kicks in. Your arms feel like lead. Your breathing gets heavy. Suddenly every movement is slower, sloppier, weaker. While anger can provide a short burst of energy, it can also lead to physical and mental exhaustion more quickly. Overall, this can diminish your fighting capabilities and make you susceptible to mistakes. It also leads to an increased level of aggression, overly reckless, disregarding defensive techniques, or leaving themselves vulnerable to counterattacks. And the guy who stayed calm, well, he's still fresh and ready to pick you apart. While anger can provide a short burst of energy, it can also lead to physical and mental exhaustion more quickly. This will diminish your fighting capabilities and make you susceptible to mistakes. Number 5, emotional vulnerability. If your only weapon is anger, what happens when your opponent doesn't react the way you expect? The moment your emotions break, so does your will to fight. Angry fighters crumble the second things don't go their way. Relying on anger as a primary motivator can make you emotionally vulnerable. If your anger fades or your bad guy manages to control their emotions better, you are likely to become demoralized and even lose your fighting spirit. While anger might provide a temporary boost of energy, it can also lead to faster exhaustion of mental and physical resources. This can result in a diminished ability to sustain a prolonged fight or maintain focus and composure over an extended period. Relying on anger as a primary motivator can make you emotionally vulnerable. So what's the takeaway? Aggression should be approached with a cold, rational mindset rather than a hot, angry one. Excessive anger can impair judgment, cloud rational thinking, and lead to impulsive decision making. This can make individuals more susceptible to committing mistakes, overlooking crucial details, or falling into predictable movement patterns, which can all be exploited by the bad guy. In fact, anger often brings about an emotional state that's difficult to control, and this makes it more challenging to execute precise technique and strategies. If you find yourself in an argument where anger starts to take hold, it's important to step back, take a deep breath, and engage in a rational exchange with the other person. Stepping away from the confrontation is a wise choice, as it could escalate into a life-threatening situation. It's crucial to remember that in public spaces, you never truly know the capabilities or intentions of the person you're arguing with. So it's best to avoid arguments with strangers whenever possible. Maintaining emotional control is vital in ensuring your personal safety. While anger can offer short-term advantages in terms of strength, endurance, and focus, it is essential to cultivate overall emotional control, strategy, and proper training to become an effective fighter. Thanks for watching.